Steve Harvey has lived an amazing life. He's gone through a lot of different things. If you study successful people, if you think like they think, you'll get similar outcomes. Now, you might not have Steve Harvey's story, but just know, says it, he mentioned a book, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It says in that book, find a millionaire, do as he does, you will have what he has. Doesn't mean literally. It means if you find someone that's successful in what they do, copy how they think about things, you can have similar outcomes. So Steve Harvey just gave you some wisdom to get you through. This man was homeless. Now possibly, right? Multi generational millionaire, set his family up, legacy, the whole nine, right? So you can always take some things. It might not apply specifically to you, but you can always learn some things. You can always pick up some things. Here's some things that I wrote down. Your real life is in your imagination. Your real life is in your imagination. It's in your vision. It's in your thoughts. It's in what you see. This is why it's so dangerous in our society right now that we're being distracted. Why we don't have an imagination. When you ask someone what's up ahead, they can't even think about what's up ahead. That's a scary place to be because the future, your vision, the life's coming attractions is in your imagination. So how much are you practicing developing your thoughts and your thinking and your vision and what's in your imagination? Or are we distracted? Do we allow too many things to get in? This is why I tell you guys, you gotta seek some time just for yourself because that's the preview to life's coming attractions. It's your imagination. If you can't even imagine something, if you can't even see it in your mind, what's the likelihood you're going to have it? If you can't see what good health looks like in your mind, if you can't see what financial success looks like or relational success or your spiritual life, if you can't see what that looks like, how do you expect to have it? It's such an incredible point. Again, that goes tied toward our vision and those things. Couple things that I wrote down. Again, life can change in an instant. He gave a story about how in 2009 Steve Harvey's life changed, but maybe you didn't pick up. He said he started comedy in 1985. I don't know if you picked up like the timeline, but he was talking about in 1985 is when he went out and decided to pursue comedy and decided to pursue this life and go after his dreams. And no one, again, supported him, right? Again, sharing his vision with people that didn't necessarily see it. 1985. And then he comes back in the clip and says, in 2009 is when my life changed. Guys, it's like a 30-year window. It's like a 24-year window that he had to go through all of the trials, all of the adversities, all of the ups and downs before his life changed. And these are the points I want you to pick up. At an appointed time, you don't know that appointed time. Your job is to continue to have faith and continue to work, knowing that the life of expectation that you have, what you see, what you expect will happen. It's just a matter of you doing work. But like he said at the end, you can't stop. You can't jump off of Faith Street. You can't jump onto the I don't know, or now I have doubt, or that's not what I want, or let me just shrink my life. Like we can't do that. We have to keep doing the work according to our vision, according to what we have in our mind. And that takes faith. That takes your faith to be able to see something that is not yet there and constantly believe that that thing will be there. That's what it means to live a life of expectation. That's what it means to have faith, right? This is a part of your journey. This is a part of how you get to the life you don't need a break from. 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. It says champions have tremendous faith. Tremendous faith. There's something that correlates in our brain that just because we can't see it right now, we still know that that's possible. That's that life of expectation. I expect these things to happen. Do you expect the great things to happen for you? Do you expect yourself to have great relationships? Do you expect yourself to be financially free? Do you expect yourself to have great health and great spiritual life and all the things? Like, do you expect it? Or are we still hoping and wishing? And well, if it happens, it's okay. But if it doesn't, I don't want to be disappointed. So I don't really expect it to happen. These are things we have to check within ourselves. We have to find out within ourselves, like, are we operating out of faith or are we operating out of fear? Have we built that tremendous faith? Or are we just trying to muscle our way through? And then when we don't see things happen the way that we want to, we kind of give up. You go to the gym for a little bit, you don't see your health change, you're like, it's probably not going to work. You start that business, you start moving forward in that direction, and it takes 3, 4, 5 months, and you're like, I don't really see it, so I'm just going to slow down here. Or maybe you've been doing something for a longer time, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you still don't see it, and you're like, I'm not, maybe I need to go this direction. It's because we're not operating out of faith. And that vision, again, it comes at an appointed time. Here's what it says in the text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets. It says, faith has always been a hallmark of world-class performers. Most notably, the faith performers have in themselves. The great ones have an extremely high level of self-trust even when they're failing. This faith in self may stem from being raised in a positive environment or from performers talking themselves into it. Muhammad Ali admits he told the world he was the greatest before he truly was, as a way to bolster his faith in his own skills. I think it worked. Champions also know faith in their goals and dreams becoming reality, while amateurs are often deathly afraid of believing in something that may or may not happen. Faith in God, a higher power, or an infinite intelligence is also a trait of many champions. There are atheists who are tremendous performers, yet as a rule, there seems to be a connection between professional performers and the spiritual side of life. Many pros draw tremendous energy and power from a deep faith in a greater force. In recent years, many who were turned off by fear-based organized religions in their childhood have turned to New Thought churches and centers such as Unity and Science of Mind. Whatever the source of their spiritual faith, world-class performers do tend to hold strong spiritual convictions. So again, faith. This outlines faith in a couple different areas. Faith in yourself. Like, do you believe in yourself? Do you speak well to yourself? Do you know that you are powerful? Do you know that you are capable? Do you know that it's possible? Good old Les Brown. You have to tell yourself it's possible. Do you believe it's possible? Like, it's possible. Whatever you're trying to go after, do you have faith that it is possible? And then it says champions also have faith in their goals and dreams becoming reality. Like, do you have faith that like what you are set out to do will happen? Do you believe it'll happen without a shadow of a doubt? I know it's hard sometimes. Remember, we take that word hard out of all this stuff because it's supposed to be hard. None of this stuff is supposed to be easy. It's why most people do it. You've heard that saying before. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Yeah, if it was easy to have faith, everybody would have faith. Everybody would believe that they're going to do all the things that they want to do. But most people don't because it's hard to have faith. It's hard to see your current circumstance, to wake up every day in the space that you're in the mindset that you're in the environment that you're in, and believe that what you see up ahead is going to happen. It's hard, but yet it's possible. So do you believe? Do you have faith in your goals, in your dreams becoming a reality? Because we can't move to the other side where you're afraid, the fear. You're afraid to believe something good is going to happen. You're afraid to believe that all of your dreams can come true. You're afraid to believe that you can have great relationships. Why? Because you feel you might get disappointed if it may or may not happen. Be very thoughtful about this concept, y'all, because there's some people that pass this off as, right, only God knows the future. Yeah, that's fear. Like, of course you don't know the future. But if you're unwilling to believe that something can happen, you're operating out of fear. Well, I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. We don't know what this week holds. Well, I could go out and get hit. Yeah, you're operating out of fear. You're not operating out of faith. Operating out of faith says, I know that I'm going to make this happen. This is where we're headed. Sure, everything else that happens in life could happen, but my faith says that's where we're headed. You have to be very aware of how you speak and how you hear other people speak. If they're operating out of faith, they're operating out of fear. And so then outside of having faith in yourself, knowing that you can make things happen, outside of having faith in understanding that your goals, dreams, the things you've set before yourself, those things will happen. Having a faith in a higher power, having faith in God, knowing that, right, He will make all the things that you want that is in His will happen, then it will happen. You have to have faith in those things. But you just got to know on this journey to designing your ideal life, on this journey of getting the most out of life, you have to have faith. Like there has to be things. You can't be the person that says, I have to see it to believe it. We are the opposite. You have to believe it and then you'll see it. It's a belief. It's a belief. I want to get that in your spirit this morning because sometimes we stop believing that it will happen. I've been guilty of it. I know this stuff, right? Like these are things that I talk about all the time, and I'm guilty of it, of not believing that something that is really challenging, that is really hard, that a person or a situation, like sometimes that belief, it fades a bit. And then I have to get back into my faith. I have to get back into the things that I believe. And so I'm challenging each and every one of you and encouraging each and every one of you that like you have to build your faith through this process of designing your ideal life. It's going to come at an appointed time. You got to have a vision for it. And then you got to have tremendous faith in yourself, in God, in a higher power, in the fact that it is possible. That's what gets you through the tough moments. That's what allows you to not look at your current circumstances and look beyond your current circumstances because you know that that will happen. Again, easier said than done. I'm never going to tell you this stuff is easy. It's just the right things. It's the things that you should practice outside of all the other things that you're practicing in your life. Jim Rohn quote, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your job. If you feel like you're working hard at your job or hard at your business, curious, how hard are you working on your faith? How hard are you working on your belief systems? That's where the work comes. That's how we design our ideal life. That's how we get to a better life. In this quote, it says, we do not need more intellectual power. We need more spiritual power. We do not need more of the things that are seen. We need more of the things that are unseen. This is how we need to operate. You need more of the things that are unseen. You need more of the faith. You need to be able to have more of a vision. You have to, again, believe it so that you can see it. That's always the way you operate to get to your goals and dreams. You have to believe it before you see it. Steve Harvey said, I would always see myself speaking in front of 10,000 people. He's like, I believed it before I actually saw it happen. And then guess what? It happened. That's how it's going to act in your life. If you believe it, you can then see it. Then you'll hold it in your hands. That's the way it goes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to encourage each of you on this Monday to get to develop your vision a little bit more, to develop your faith a little bit more, to know that it is possible, that you have the capability to do it, that God is with you and He's going to allow you to make whatever is in His will and in your imagination, it's going to come to pass. Here's what it says. Take an inventory of the 10 people closest to you on a scale from 1 to 7, 7 being the highest. How much faith do these people have in themselves? How much faith do they have in a higher power? Odds are your level of faith is the average of these 10 people. It's so important, y'all, to remember the people that you're around, you're the average of them. So, how much faith do they have in themselves? And then how much faith do they have in God? If you get around people and they don't have faith in themselves or faith in a higher power, you're gonna attract that. You're gonna bring that into your life. And that's not what we can go off. We got to go continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to become, continue to stretch ourselves so that we have the capacity to get to the life that we don't need a break from. I love you guys on this Monday. I want y'all to go out. I want y'all to do well. I want y'all to make things happen. I believe in you. You deserve to win. Your families deserve to win, but you got to go do the work. You got to go raise your level of belief. You got to work on your faith. You got to believe in yourself more. You got to count on God more in this journey to get to your ideal life. It's not in your strength, but it is in your belief. It's in how you're going to operate. So go out there and do something that challenges you today. Let's go out and make it a great day. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take care.